Dude, bacon is one of those things though, like it's only in America. People are like, oh, bacon. Other
I
places
don't
people
know
are.
about that.
All the egg in the spot, yeah. You be knowing it's the night, black and I can see the light. Rolling up, I'm getting high, yeah. Baby, sit back, come alive. Come with me, let's roll the dice.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another short edition segment of D3 Dropouts. This week, we got a starting five smells draft for you. Basically, Connor and I are going to go back and forth, and we're going to pick our top five or starting five smells, best smells in the world. And then we're going to let you guys decide who has the better smells. So I think we said are we going to rock, paper, scissors for first pick, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, we could, or we could just do like 1 and 2 game.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
So I'll think of 1 or 2, and then if you get it right, you go first, and then if you don't, then I go first.
That's perfect. Tell me when you're ready.
All right.
Two.
All right. So you got it right. So
Okay.
So
All right. So with the first overall pick in the starting five smells draft, I will be choosing fresh cut grass.
not even on my list.
Really?
Not even on my list.
All right. Hold on. I have to kind of mark them. So
Yeah. I feel like that's popular with people, but underrated take is I think grass is just like doesn't smell good in general.
okay. That's a fair take, but like I
So
personally, that's like my literally my favorite smell in the world.
okay.
So
That was on round one.
all right, what's your round one? I want to hear it.
May not relate to you personally, but for me, this is literally the smell that makes me want to keep it in. You could take my nose away from me. It's probably, if you want to be honest, smell is probably the most useless sense of the five senses. But I mean, we could do a starting five with that. But
Yeah, that's for another day, brother.
you probably couldn't because there's only five. But morning coffee brew. When you walk down those stairs in the morning and the fresh smell of coffee, you know you got bagels and donuts and eggs for breakfast on the clock, and just that smell as you pour it out and take that first sip.
Dude, that is a pretty. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a coffee fan, and like in general, I'm not a huge coffee drinker. But I don't mind the smell of coffee in the morning when I come down.
No, I think even if you don't drink it, you relate it to some kind of like it's almost the smell of it for non-coffee drinkers is its own stimulant. It makes you think, okay, it's the morning, it's time to get up, it's time to do things, it's time to start my day, it's time to not sleep. So that is the number one pick for me, and I think that might be the difference maker here in round one.
Now in round one, now you made me feel so bad about my one. I feel like your one is way better than mine, but my two's coming back strong. It is coming back with movie theater popcorn smell.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That is an unbeaten. Like if you ask any person to name their top five smells, I would say 95% of people would agree with movie theater popcorn.
Yeah, I actually really like that. It was not on my list just because I don't know. I just didn't think of it. But like, is the smell of movie theater popcorn different than regular popcorn?
I would say yes. Now that's just me being a glutton fat ass, maybe. But when I make a bag of popcorn in my dorm room, it smells good, but it doesn't tickle my nose hairs nearly as much as when I walk into a movie theater.
Yeah, that's a good pick. I mean, yeah, it's much better than cutting the grass.
I mean, yeah, but
I
dude,
feel like
think about like an early round of 9 a.m. golf on a Saturday morning in the summer. They just cut the course. I mean, that shit's gonna smell. What?
Golf grass is different. That's sacred grounds, baby. That's sacred.
Okay. We won't talk about. Dude, we are gonna get into some golf content.
So I could go a couple of different ways here. I have a little sticky note with my picks that
I have my picks right here. I'm interested to see where you go with this because I have a couple for the next couple. So
I am gonna go with the smell of like petroleum gas.
Oh, you motherfucker. That was my number 3, dude.
I think that is every single person's guilty pleasure in life, is that like you know that inhaling it is literally taking years off your life, but you do not care because that thing smells greater than anything in the world.
Oh, it's fantastic. Fantastic. That was
It's
a
a
great
guilty
pick.
pleasure. It's a guilty pleasure. It's just
It is.
loving
It is. And no one would, like you said, it's no one would admit that unless they're doing a podcast game show. So,
Yeah.
um, but that's a great pick. That was actually going to be my number 3. So I'm going to have to go with, gosh, this is a tough one. Are we doing 4 or 5?
5. It's a starting 5.
Oh, starting 5. That's right. So I'm going to go with just a classic. It could throw you back to basically anything. Fresh, like vanilla. Just the smell of vanilla. Have you ever smelled vanilla?
Yeah, it's a good smell.
Now I'm regretting that pick immediately. You did not
I
have
think
the
that's a-
reaction I wanted you
It's
to.
it's a good smell. I'm not gonna lie, but it's nothing.
Shit, man.
It's
Dude,
not starting-
think about Christmas. You can have any kind of vanilla. You got maybe sugar cookies with vanilla in them. You got
Oh,
Easter.
it smells great, but we're talking about like LeBron, MJ, Kobe's of smells.
You don't think vanilla is a Kobe of smells?
Dude, the vanilla is like a Paul George of smells.
Oh, dude, that's an insult to vanilla. I'm standing tall for the vanilla community. At least a Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant.
Yeah, maybe. It's not. If you wanted to pick the all-time team of smells, I think vanilla is the guy that washes their shoes.
Oh, dude, that's so no. Dude, that is such a misinformed statement. You got to go smell some vanilla and come back and tell us what you think.
All right, maybe I will make some content out of that.
Yeah, but there's just no way. Yeah, post a video later on the Dropouts Twitter. I want to see you huff some fucking vanilla and tell me what you think.
Okay.
So,
Real
go ahead.
Third round pick.
Yeah, your third round.
I think you're gonna take my number 4. So
I'm worried you're gonna take this next one that I have. So.
It also relates to the morning.
Oh fuck yeah, you took it.
It is the smell of sizzling hot bacon.
Fuck. Yep. That's it.
Bacon. There is no better meat smell on the planet than bacon. Okay, if coffee stimulates you from asleep to not asleep, bacon stimulates you from having a bad day to having a good day.
Yep.
That's
flaccid to not flaccid.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, dude, bacon is one of those things though, like it's only in America people are like, oh, bacon. Other places
I don't know
people
about that.
dude,
You don't
trust
think
me.
that like if you don't think people in like Britain like eat bacon and go, man?
I'm sure they eat
smells good.
bacon. What I'm saying is like, imagine a person in France. They're like, ha ha ha, croissants. They're not like, ha ha ha, bacon. That's not what they do. That's just not what they're doing.
I completely disagree. You don't
Okay.
think they need a little protein with those?
I'm not saying they don't enjoy bacon. What I'm saying is they're not like oozing over bacon like we do in America. Like they're not, I doubt they're putting it on a smells draft.
Whew. Let the people decide because I don't know.
Yeah, well, no, I'm not saying that's a bad pick either. All I was saying was in other.
Well, even say that was my number 4 too, but I thought you were gonna take that.
Yeah, that was gonna be my number 4, and you did take it. So, God, this next pick, I could keep it in the breakfast family, but I also run the risk of another vague reaction from you.
Breakfast.
God, do I keep it in the breakfast family? You know what? Fuck it. If you take my 5th pick for your 4th pick, then this is just mayhem. With the 4th pick in the starting 5 smells draft, cinnamon rolls or cinnamon in general. I have cinnamon/cinnamon rolls.
You Googled that, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. How the
That
fuck did
not
you know
come-
that, dude?
Because I too came up with like my first like
3. I came up with 3 by myself.
I came up with 4 off the top of my head, and then I needed like some lists. I mean, I have like 8 or 9 that I wrote down just in case you took some.
Yeah.
I remember seeing cinnamon rolls on every list. I mean, I don't hate the pick, but again, it's not
original, but I do like that. Like I probably wouldn't have thought of it, but if someone like was feeding me a bunch of lists of things, that was what I chose. So the ones I did do by myself were, God, I'm going to look like such a fat ass: popcorn, bacon, and then the grass. So, but yeah, that's so cinnamon rolls is my 4th.
Okay.
And go ahead.
I guess I have to do the last one that I came up with just off the top of my head.
Oh God, dude, I really hope it's not the one.
Is the smell of a fire, like a campfire.
Okay, that's a good one. That was I had that on my list.
A little smoke. Now, smoke isn't exactly the greatest smell in the world, but combine that kind of with like you got the hot dogs, the weenies, the marshmallows, the s'mores, that kind of fall outside smell that's in the background of a nice campfire.
It's more like a nostalgia smell.
Yeah, it's a nostalgia smell, and that like you related to having a good time.
Yeah.
That's why I think it's kind of an ooh la la smell for me. That's my 4th pick.
All right, that's a good 4th pick. And you didn't take my last one. So with the final pick, I'm gonna go with just like clean, fine, new leather. I do love the smell. Maybe a new bag or like a car, I guess. Like, but the seats more. Like I'm talking about real leather.
Okay. Yeah, that's a. I didn't even think about that, but that is a really, really good smell. And actually, it kind of goes into my number 5. So I'm gonna change up what I had.
Okay.
Go in my honorable mentions. My 5th. So I am gonna go with the last pick in the starting 5 draft of smells. The way that you smell after showering when you haven't showered for a while.
That's a good one, dude. Just a cleanliness, just a bottom line cleanliness.
Just you haven't shaved in 3 days. Like I've been to Faster Horses Country Music Festival outside, and you don't shower for 3 days, and you're out there in 90-degree weather, just sweating it out.
That's so funny. That I wouldn't have never thought of that, but I do love when I get out of the shower, dude, and I'm like, God damn, I smell clean right now,
dude. And like you know you're dirty, like you're grimy, and like you can just like taste the sweat on you.
Oh yeah, dude, you feel heavier because the oil's like seeping into your skin.
Like you're not able to walk right because you're just so dirty.
Oh yeah.
Every guy has that feeling.
Yeah. Oh God, dude, trust me, I've had more than my fair share of not being able to walk.
That's my 5th. That's my 5th one.
That was good 5th. So
honorable mentions I had. The other one I was gonna do was the new car, smell of a new car.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one. Just in general,
that kind of tied into the leather, so I didn't know going with that.
Yeah.
Any kind of baked goods coming out of the oven, like whether that's cookies, cake.
Yep.
I think that's pretty one that people will say we missed. I even said I like the smell of garlic. That's a personal one.
I do. No, I actually personally, I do like the smell of garlic too.
And the other one I had was your own BO. Like, you ever like sniff your pit? And even if like kind of going contradictory to what
guilty pleasure again.
Yeah, like even if you don't smell, like, I'm not talking like absolute stench, like we.
Yeah, no, I mean we're not. Yeah, we're not pigs.
You got a little of your own stuff going on, and you're like, oh, I smell it, and then you take a whiff, and like that's actually like usually a good smell. I think for people is their own BO.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I would generally say that. Yeah,
not like stench, but like your own
like just bottom line. Yeah.
Yeah, your own smell. Everyone has their own smell. Your own smell is good to yourself, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was a good draft. This will be on Twitter. Go vote. We'll see who wins. Connor, how long are we going to put this out for?
I don't know. We do maybe a 24-hour poll on Twitter. Maybe we clip it up and put the video up here so people can see our explanations too. Yeah. But I think I won this one in a landslide, so we'll see you guys next week for that.
All right. See you guys next week.
Baby working for the table, throwing these blue hundreds while you dancing for the label. Yeah, and you know that I'm unstable, but you know I love you and I'm loving all your angles.